in this digital platform, and it is indeed an opportunity to explore space applications in the stream of light to be thrown by our esteemed chief guest, Chandrasekharan, engineer, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, ISRO, and I thank our respected management committee members and beloved principal for providing this excellent platform. Now, I call upon Mrs. Nitya to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, ma'am. A warm word of welcome you as management members, respected principal, HOD, esteemed guest of honor, faculty from foreign countries, principal, faculty, research scholar, teachers, students from Uttar Pradesh, assistant principal of engineering college and faculty of Andhra Pradesh, library faculty, students of Maharashtra, Central Secretary of NGO from Chhattisgarh, CEO and Director of Human Resource from West Bengal, Road Inspector, Engineer of Tamil Nadu, Principal, Faculty, Teacher, Research Scholar, students of Delhi, Kerala, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana, Puducherry, Jharkhand, Haryana, Odisha, Goa, Jammu Kashmir, and Tamil Nadu. Our lovable professors, admin staff, and technical assistants. Once again, I welcome you all to the national level webinar on space application to a common man. We sincerely hope that everyone will get useful information from this session. I would like to request Dr. Jayanti to introduce the chief guest.
Thank you, Vidya ma'am. Good morning, everyone. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce our today's chief guest of this webinar, Mr. Chandrasekharan. His native place of Sivakasi, he completed three honors from ACZ Foreign Education. He pursued his degree degree from ISRO. At present, he is a group for computer research at Vikram Sarabhai Center, Trivandrum. He has 31 years of experience in this field. So far, he has developed 40 new systems for the state ecosystem. His areas of research are machine learning and artificial intelligence. He is one of the members in the energy industry and business area during the year 2001 to 2002. He has received 3 awards from ISRO for renewable development and research. With this short introduction, I am very happy to welcome such an eminent person in this national program. Thank you. Now, Secretary, over to the question.
Good morning, friends. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, let me thank the SFR College, Chandrasekharan College, for giving this opportunity to speak on this topic, application to common man. I am really thrilled and excited. The topic what has been selected is most apt to date. To look at our space application to common man, it is everywhere and it is for all the common people of this world. It is available. Before going to start my presentation, let me introduce myself as already they have introduced. I am Chandrasekhar. I am working in Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, ISRO. To take today's day, 4th July, this is a great day for us because this is the day we have to celebrate the Vivekananda, the Vivekananda Remembrance Day. We start with this bird. What he has told is, he has told two most important things as a proverb to this country. Arise, awake, do not stop until your goal is reached. That is the first thing he has told, and it is followed by each and everybody of the citizens of this world. And second thing what he has told is, what about education? Education. Education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. That means if you attain perfection, then already you are a very good educational person. So with this little introduction, how the space applications to man and common man and human we will see. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, the guiding vision. You see, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center was started by Vikram Sarabhai in 1962. That day itself he has told what is the requirement of space. It is very well given. You are able to play a meaningful role nationally and in the community of nations. He must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies to the real problems of man and society. To say society, because he is nothing but it is the common man. So this he has told in 1960s itself to our country. All our space application has to reach the common man and the society so that it will be utilized by each and everybody. Next please. This is satellite orbit because today's applications are totally on satellites. I have put some of the satellites, how it is rotating and how it is on the board. To take satellite orbit, satellite is having three types of orbit. We used to say LEO orbit, low Earth orbit, and then we are having the next one as polar satellite orbit, and third one is the geosynchronous orbit. Low Earth orbit is 300 kilometers, polar orbit is around 500 to 600 kilometers, and geosynchronous orbit is 36,000 kilometers. How we choose this orbit? Orbit is the path the satellite revolves around the Earth. Why we have selected this path and the speed? Everything depends upon the speed of the Earth. Everybody knows what is the radius of the Earth. 6378. To come to the pole, it will have different one. Whereas in the case of this radius of the Earth, you convert it to the circumference, and the rotation of the speed of the satellite can be very well find out. Next slide, please. These are the satellites we are having: weather satellite, scientific satellite, Earth observation satellite. The speed is very well given. For weather, we are having 7.8 to 7.5, and we are having for the geosynchronous orbit is 3.07 kilometers, and polar also will have 7.5 kilometers. It is very well explained on the screen itself. If you say the top one, that is the weather satellite we are having, and scientific satellite, LEO, what we are having, and Earth observation satellite, what we are having is the polar. And what is the rotational speed of the satellite also is given in the bracket. It is 1.5 hours for LEO and Earth observation. Whereas for weather and TV communication, it is 24 hours. That means if you want to have a geostationary orbit, that is stationary itself means to be always visible to the single position on the Earth, so that we can get the information always as if it is relying on the space to the Earth at the same time. Next slide, please. I have given a simple example of how to calculate the geostationary orbit, the velocity of the satellite. To be geostationary, the satellite has to complete orbit exactly once per day. The day here means the 600 day. All people know, take the normal day and the 600 day, that is polar day, normal day. We are having 4 minutes difference. That is 4 seconds difference. That is very well it is given. When we want to get the distance 5 times, then we will get the velocity. It is roughly estimated as 3.075. The circumference of the Earth is given as 264964 kilometers, and the total for this 600 day is 86164 seconds. Roughly 3.07 kilometers per second. This way we have calculated the total the speed of the rocket. When we want to place the rocket in 3.07, it matches exactly with our system. When it is in 36,000 kilometers, it appears to be stationary to the common person. The equation is based on the radius of the Earth. Next one, please. how we are seeing the object on the Earth. This is given by R2 class. It is very well given in the orbital geometry and the coverage geometry. If you have 3 satellites totally in the orbit of 36,000 kilometers, entire our Earth can be mapped. This is having a specific equation how to find out the velocity of the satellite using the gravity, mass, and the radius. Already we have given very well, and the book is available with the orbital geometry for calculating the speed of the rocket. Theoretically, we are saying 3 geosatellites are required to cover the entire globe. Next one, please. This comes to our polar orbiting and geostationary orbiting. How we say that polar orbit is the most viable thing for the Earth observation. To take our Earth is rotating, and that is west to east. If you take the Earth rotation, it is from west to east. Suppose if you launch the polar orbit, we can see the satellite in the position. We used to say sun synchronous orbit. What is meant by sun synchronous orbit? Satellite passes over any point of the time of the planet's orbit at the same time, so that it will get the same information for every rotation of the Earth for the day. Say this Earth will be using for the sun synchronous for imaging, by all the things will be explaining to me why I am taking this satellite in first place, so that we will get what are the satellites available and how this satellite will give the common man the necessities and the essentialities. Geostationary satellite always runs in the equatorial position, so we have put the geostationary moves along the equator and always it will be positioned in the equator for this one. And it is very well given in this thing. It is a circular orbit. All the orbits normally we will make it circular. We are having one more orbit called Milano orbit. That one I will explain subsequently. Next slide, please. When you take the satellite, what is there in a satellite? Probably you will be knowing all the people. What is there? To take our system, satellite, we are having major components as solar panels, because it has to always get energy for it. We cannot provide the energy for this. The life of the satellite is 7 to 8 years. That means sometimes it may go up to 10 years or so. So it has to produce electricity for its functioning. So the electricity from the sun is coming only from the solar panel. Initially we will be providing all the things before going to launch. Once the battery is good, it is sequentially every time it has to be charged. So we will have fuel tank. What you say is fuel tank is, it is for taking the satellite to the required orbit. Even a small minor correction can be done by the thing. We are having liquid apogee motors. You see the bottom of the thing. We are having liquid apogee motor. That is the thing, it will take the motor to the required orbit. Once it puts in the orbit, the orbital corrections will be done by the surface. Suppose if there is any drift in the satellite, we can do this. Solar panel will produce electricity. All works in the principle of photovoltaic cell. That is, the cell gets energy from the sun and it will produce electricity. And the tanks, all the constructions are made in such a way that the satellite what we are making, fundamentally there is a requirement. It has to have all the hot environment. When it faces the sun, the temperature will be high. When it goes out of the thing, that is Earth is closing it, the temperature will go very less. So all the elements, the electronic components, what we use will be the radiation hardened, as well as it will have all the temperature hardened things for the components what is used inside the satellite. This is a typical lithography of the satellite, which is sitting in a for a polar satellite or a geosynchronous satellite. These are the essential components. So come to the next part, that is the next slide. Now I have come to a point how this, if you don't have satellites, what we will do. Before going to take this, how these satellites are taken to the upper atmosphere of the Earth, how we are taking it. That's why all these rockets of our solar satellite launch vehicle, geosynchronous launch vehicle, Mark 2, Mark 3, everything plays a major role. If you take the rocket history, what rocket history is, when we have to take a satellite to the orbit, we have to get out of the gravity. The gravitational pull is 9.6G. It pulls every element to the Earth's surface. So, to take this rocket to the required orbit, we require the altitude and the velocity. Both will be imported by this rocket so that it will be there in the orbit for a long time. So the exact prediction of rockets we are having a solar satellite launch vehicle to launch our IRS type of satellite, and we are having the next one GSLV, geosynchronous launch vehicle for launching our INSAT and GSAT. When you say when a world without satellite is unimaginable, can you go to the next slide? Yeah. Why I am going to say is space technology is people-centric. We are saying space technology is people-centric. Why it is people-centric? What are the things it is doing? It is given in the right side of your thing. It is having broadcasting, tele-education, DDH, and we are having cyclone warning, and we are having search and rescue, cartography, agriculture, telemedicine, telecommunication, disaster management, water resource management, land resource management, all things, banking, ATM, all things like only this. So, if you take the space technology is purely people-centric. It is having always people-centric, and we are having all the things in this thing as the most important part. Yeah, can you go to the next slide? Yeah, the most important thing is next one is the connecting nation. How we are connecting the nation? Satellite. We are having DDH, that is direct to home services. People may be using, all the people in this country are using DDH because it provides our cable network connection to all the people. And we are having ATM in remote area. ATM in remote area. That is our automatic teller machine. Automatic teller machine we are having, and it will be used by each and everybody of the citizen. When we started using ATM, everybody initially thought it will be very risky because security is the most important part. Now if you take these things, security becomes very easy, and each and every citizen, there is a common people, they are using ATM. They are having cards like ATM, debit card, credit card, each and everything. And then comes satellite phone. Satellite phone also being used by each and everybody for this thing. Next one. Yeah, before going to start this INSAT application, I would like to have a small portion of a video, that is our launching of launch vehicle Mark 3, that is our GSLV launch vehicle Mark 3, which we have done last July as part of our Chandrayaan 2 launch. What you are seeing on the screen, the mission control center. We used to say this mission control center will be occupied by the top officials of ISRO, and they are sitting on the launch pad for launching this launch vehicle Mark 3, which we have launched last July. This is the heaviest and mightiest vehicle. What we have put on the screen is we will put what time there will be liftoff and what are the things. Now you can see on the screen the time is running. Take the third part of the digit, is 31, 30, 28. It is coming down. This is the countdown time. It will be used for synchronizing the entire clock of the Sriharikota with this ring for this launch. Now we are T minus 15 minutes for 15 seconds for the launch. And now it is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can see the perfect liftoff of the GSLV launch vehicle. The Mark 3 is blasted from Sriharikota to put Chandrayaan 2 on the desired orbit. This is the longest view we have taken from the tip of the Sriharikota, and rocket is getting launched from our Indian soil. This carries the majestic Chandrayaan 2, and this is the massive vehicle we are having right now in the Indian soil for the launch of our interplanetary mission. So this is launched in the July, and we will get all the parameters. Our GSLV Mark 3 is having the first stage of solid state. You know what is in the solid state, and solid state is the stage that contains the aluminum powder. We have HTPP propellant for this one, and this will produce a thrust for the specific impulse to 93 seconds. That means the two solid boosters will drive our Mark 3 in the first stage. Now you can see the ground trace. This is the part of Sriharikota, this lifting, and you are seeing a light on the screen. It will give what is the velocity and what is the altitude. Everybody knows the Russian scientist has made the equation for the rocket. When the rocket is having a fixed velocity and mass is coming down, automatically we get the acceleration. He is called Sivakasi. He has made the rocket equation. You can find what is the time elapsed. Now it is 100 seconds of the flight, that is the rocket is launched, and we will get the altitude, the velocity on the screen itself. When it comes, this is going towards the equatorial region, that is the equatorial part, around 120 seconds has gone. Then we have the powerful next engine called L110 engine, where we used to say liquid stage. Liquid stage use UH25 and N2O4. Each and every part of the rocket is being fully we can view from the launch control center. What you are seeing is on the rocketry system we are having video camera. These video cameras will indicate the stages separation. That is, we have three stages. One stage is getting separated. That is the S200 stage, which is after its function, it will be separated and it will be put in the screen. That's what you are seeing on the screen. So this will be happening at the real time, and we have get the compressed image of the satellite to the ground through this video, and we will see exactly the performance of the rocket in the real time, how it is functioning and how it is doing it. So this will happen only when we have the real time video. This is introduced so some 4 to 5 flights before, so that we can get exactly the thing. The satellite what we are going to put will be in the top of the rocket. You will be seeing that now the shield. We will cover the our rocket with a shield. That is, the satellite will be put in the heat shield, and you will be seeing it that now in the video after that one, because that is also an important event. Now we say that HSS, that is the heat shield separation, will happen exactly at the required point, and you can see how the heat shield house is getting moved away from the rocket, so that satellite will go to the desired orbit. Each and everybody will be ecstasy, because now you are seeing the heat shield of that portion of the rocket is getting moved away from the thing, and satellite is now going along with the cryo stage. Once this is happening, now the next cryo stage gets ignited. Once cryo stage gets ignited to the system, then we can say that each and everything of the system will be intact, so that we will get the final altitude and velocity. Each and every part of the rocket from the ground trace we can monitor it. What the line you are seeing and what the line blinking is, that is the prediction, and what is the thing it is the blinking is the happening. Exactly matches. Then our rocket, what we are having is a correct thing, and predictability and our achievability becomes very easy. Once this rocket is put in the thing, the satellite is put in the orbit, each and everybody in the thing. This is the satellite you are seeing. If it is pushed in the right orbit with the velocity, everybody in this our mission control center.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Only one doubt. Ma'am, whether the video is visible? Hello?
I have seen the video.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Whether video? Yes, sir. Wait, sir.
Now you can see the ecstasy of the people who are sitting in the control center, because the ecstasy what we will get will be the very happiest moment. So this is the Chandrayaan 2 launch what we have done last July, and it was a remarkable one. We have made it to the thing. Then comes to the insert application. Now we have come to the real application, how it is going to touch the human heart, how it is going to help the common man. Next one. Yeah, we have put GSAT. We are having two types of communication satellite. One is GSAT, geosynchronous satellite. Another one is INSAT. INSAT is the Indian National Satellite. Yeah. So in this GSAT, if you see, each and every line is clearly mentioned. One is to take students if you see, daily education becomes the most important part. Now, even In this present situation also, we are saying online, we are having all the things, our even webinar is going on. Earlier we used to say seminar, now it becomes webinar. Tele-education becomes part for the villages which are very remotely available. Our DSAT will give each and every villages this hub, and it will give education what is happening elsewhere can be taught to them. Then telemedicine. We take telemedicine. What is its advantages? Suppose a person who is working in the rural area wants to get their treatment from a urban area. He can very well link to a cosmopolitan hospital, and he can see each and every part of the system what the local doctor is doing. It can be conveyed to the doctor who is sitting in the urban area, and he will get these suggestions and the medicine from the urban area. This is the most why I was saying, because now a lot of renovation is going in the medicinal area, and telemedicine has gone to the rural area. And we have communication network, computer connectivity. Now you see that becomes a reality today. Computer connectivity, earlier we used to say it is only required whenever you want to access the internet. Now even to see your own well-being, well-being, is required connectivity that is provided by our satellite. And we are having right now this disaster management system. You might have seen now the cyclone called Amphan that has hit the coastal areas of Bengal and the Orissa. It was devastating like anything. It could be very well pointed out only by satellite, the movement of the cyclone. It was done exactly so that the hardship for the village area, we can know that, so that we can rescue the people and move to them to their safer area. Teleconference, that is happening now, and we are having TV broadcasting, radio networking, and meteorology. That becomes the most important one. Both work in hand to hand for this, our cyclone prediction, and mobile satellite device. Now if you see, mobile becomes a common thing for each and every day. You are talking to WhatsApp, you are talking to each and TikTok, so many things. Some of the things are removed. Still, mobile becomes the most important part of our life. It becomes a hand for us. You can say it becomes a hand for us. Satellites, VSAT series satellites are the backbone of Indian satellites. The fleets of the satellites are providing Indian subcontinent based communication services, mobile connectivity, telecommunication. The remote part of the country is fully linked by this VSAT. Next one, please. Next comes most important. How it is being done? Cyclone warning service. If somebody else is also trying to raise. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. Sir, yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, but I am not seeing that our PowerPoint.
Participants, mute your audio and video, please.
Now, please. I want the participants.
Participants, please don't put presentation button.
Please topic, please. Can you just push the presentation to me again? I was telling you about cyclone monitoring system. The cyclone monitoring system, I think all people are seeing the PowerPoint, madam.
மேம் அட்மிட் கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன் மேம். அது பண்ண முடியல. பண்ணா இங்க அட்மிட் கொடுக்கறது போயிருக்கு. நான் பண்றேன், ட்ரை பண்றேன்.
No problem, we can do it. Finally, I will give you about what is cyclone monitoring system. Okay, madam?
Jagadish, please mute your audio and video.
Somebody else is also coming for this. That's why this.
Mr. Jagadish, please mute your audio and video. Jagdishan Guru, kindly mute your audio and video.
Calling madam. Calling madam.
Okay, sir.
Now presentation can be Can I go ahead with my presentation, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you just put the presentation? But somebody else is always presenting meditation. Yeah, I'm getting the presentation. Yeah, next is same thing. Yeah, next same thing, madam. Yeah, no problem because this sort of disturbance will be there because we are sitting elsewhere, Take all this positive side. Please put your audio and video mute so that we have things very clearly. Cyclone warning system. How the cyclone warning system works? We are having a air station at Chennai. That is, we are having a local and we will send to satellite all the requirements every time. And we will get each and every part of the information available within the system through our satellite, cyclone formation, cyclone moving, and cyclone the direction. Even each and every part who are situating in the villages of the coastal area. That's what you see, the downlink is given to each and everybody. Even a village, the rural area, that village officer will get the data and it will be disseminated through radio, TV, all the broadcast systems so that we can get the movement of cyclones very clearly and it will be appearing in within real time so that they can move to the different parts of the system by the government officials so that the loss of the person or the will be saved by our satellite. This is the most important application for the cyclone one. Next one. Yeah, this is the automatic weather scheme. We are having Doppler weather radar at Sumba to continuously monitor. You know the principle of Doppler weather radar. It is forecasting and data simulation model. Tracking the movement of severe weather thunderstorm, depression, cyclone. You might have seen and every provided with the Doppler weather radar and can give what is the thing it is possible and sometimes in future it can be used for cloud feeding so that the artificial rain also is possible to take place. These are the uses of the weather monitoring system by the automated weather system. Next comes the low Earth orbit satellite, that is Indian remote sensing satellite. To take the next slide. Yeah. When you take the remote sensing satellite, it becomes the eye of our sensors. Whatever the sensors we are using are very powerful sensors. The wavelengths of the sensors are very, very accurate in the order of nanometers, micrometers. We are having this cameras, infrared cameras, and all the things what it is given is very small. Probably if you are seeing this, you can find out. We are having wide fidelity sensors part of the two parts. One is the passive, another one is the active sensor. If you we provide our voltage and current to the sensors, it will actively populate. So active sensors become most part of the thing. It will sense the part of the earth and it gives the information to the ground station regularly. So the various sensors what we are using satellite. Next one please. Yeah, this is the thing I have told. This is the common and how we get the information. First thing is the agriculture. Farmers actually, that's by each and everybody of the country. Because in India, 70% of the people are farmers. Yeah, in India, 70% of the people are farmers. So crop, what is the area, what is the product estimation, and crop production estimation, crop condition. This and all will be given to each and everybody of the farmers so that it will be more useful for the farmers to have this data and we can estimate it. The most powerful thing what we have in Kerala, when we have this is for this coconut tree. Inform to all the users of this government in Kerala to take necessary steps against this coconut tree disease and we could be able to mitigate it. The second thing is our water resource, because wherever water is there, we should be able to tap the water resource. Water mapping, forecasting, reservoir sedimentation and groundwater potential. These are all the uses for water resources so that the state government can give this information to the local, our rural people to help them to have these water resources in an effective manner. Then environment. If you take all the people, a lot of people are living in the condition. What is the atmospheric condition? What is the aerosols? And what are the land, air, ocean interactions? Past climate data modeling for the environment, this is very useful. And soil, we are having soil mapping, land capability and soil mapping, moisture, land use, ocean application. To take ocean application, I used to say, yeah, a fisherman is going for a boating. How you can say that you will get this much of fish? We are giving potential fishing shows. I'm having a separate slide for that. Let's come to it that in detail. And monitoring of navigational channels, coastal zone mapping, coral reef mapping. Because what is there inside the plants of this ocean, that also we can have the coral reef mapping. Forestry. A lot of people are living in forest, dot section. So we want to have cover mapping, forest management plan, biodiversity, environmental impact, and grassland productivity. Then comes geoscience, geological mapping, geomorphological mapping, and mineral sampling. These are the various uses of our IRS. We will come by one within another 5 to 10 minutes. Next one, please. Yeah, this is the potential fishing zone. How we are estimating the potential fishing zone from the satellite. Fishery forecasting using integrated approach, ocean color and SFR. SFR is nothing but sea surface temperature monitoring. If you get that color, you can see the screen, the potential zone. This is available in Hyderabad, in COMPI, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services. This information will be given to all the village officers users Thursday and Friday, and the fishermen which they are going for boating or even a big ship is going, they will get this information, and when they go, they can get all the information. Apart from this, what are the shoreline changes? What are the coastal wetlands? How our marine fisheries are there? How the aquaculture sites are there? Even erosion of the our coastal banks, that also can be very well seen by this potential fishing zone. This directly going to impact the fisherman, and fisherman gets maximum benefit out of this. This is the most important area for the fisherman, a common man. Next one. Early disaster management, this already I have told. Earlier we don't have this sort of monitoring. So in 1977, Andhra Pradesh, we have seen a lot of deaths because of cyclone. But if you take recently, flooding, we could be able to restrict and mitigate the losses of our human life because of our satellite. Our satellite used to give very good information, and models are available with meteorology, and they can directly point out what is the direction of the cyclone and where it is going to fall. Each and every time this information is available, and it is fed to the rural areas, villages, fishermen. Even a fisherman will be informed well in advance so that he will not be caught in this cyclone. Next one, please. Yeah, the next important thing is satellite navigation. Now, even each and everything, even a driving thing, earlier we used to ask, when you want to go to a place, you have to ask each and everybody, when you drive in a car, when you drive in a motor bike, or even when you go by a cycle, we have to ask where we have to go. Now, the information is available in your mobile. How we are doing it? Through satellite navigation. It directly helps the people for finding where we are located. Now you can see, if you want to call your Uber and ask you to house to come or Ola to come, just put your thing as live. Automatically the person will come in the WhatsApp and he will come and picks up. It's because of the satellite navigation. It uses the technology called triangulation method. This to estimate the position and time. Triangulation is nothing but the triangulation. With 4 satellites, we can get longitude, latitude, altitude, and time. This 4 will revolve in such a way that 2 will come to the equator orbit and 2 will at the outer surface of it. So, minimum thing to find out this navigation is 4 numbers. Now, instead of this 4 numbers, we are having a lot of things. Even if you take Iridium satellite constellation is available, Starlink is available. These are the various satellites available elsewhere in this world also. Next one. Satellite navigation is available. In India, we are having a regional system, Indian Regional Navigation System, NAVI, we used to call NAVI. It will be available to the users very shortly because we are having the receivers. We work with our clients who are there in our system and we are having it. We take our global systems, we are having GPS, Americans are having, GLONASS, Russian is having, Galileo, European, French people are having, Compass, Chinese is having. And what is this, our GPS, with GPS, what we have done? We have got a Gagan. The Gagan system, what it is? GPS aided geo-augmented navigation. We are having. This will position and exactly tell the pilots to have the vertical thing as 2.5 meters and horizontal the resolution as 1.5 meters. It helps. It started some 2015 we have done it, and we are having this Gagan application directly used by each and everybody by the airport. Next one, please. This is an satellite navigation. 3 segments are required. One is space segment, that is satellite control segment. Please mute the mic. Whoever is talking, please mute the mic. And we are having a user segment. So with this, we can get the satellite navigation, and minimum 4 satellites are required to do this satellite navigation. Next one, please. This is the IRNS constellation. What we have it, we are having 7 satellites, and 4 satellites will form the 8. And you can just press the key. You can see how it functions in our regional navigation system for India. And this has been done by our system, and we are going to release Navic receiver in the mobile very shortly, and it will be available to you so that you can use for the common people. You can find the latitude, longitude, altitude, and the time from this system. Next one. Yeah, next one. Yeah, then comes Bhuvan. This is a site available, and we have lot of data, earth data, soil data, ocean data, even space data, and even ionospheric data, what is available in the atmosphere. All these data are taken and it is put in the form of geospatial first. We have visualization, data archive, geometry services, and project-specific geoprocessing. Each and every part of our segment is available. You can use this link. If you put Google, automatically it comes on the screen. You can type where the area. It will say what are the geospatial, what is available in the next one, please. Then what we get out of the spin-off? We are doing research. What is the thing which is coming as spin-off technology to us? One is what we have given is the fisherman once again. When we went for a fishery, he will be provided with a system called search and rescue beacon. What you are seeing in the backside, a small device like a mobile will be there. If he loses the navigation, if he loses the site when we get, just press that thing. it automatically went to the top of the satellite. It will be informed to the coastal guard. Immediate action will be taken by the coastal guard to rescue the thing. And similarly, we have given for the South countries to get the network of weather stations for thunderstorm using Fisher-Shonte system, which is given to all the neighboring countries for the weather station. Next one. And lithium-ion cell, like what we are having, the electric motor is coming. Lithium-ion also we are using in rocket, and this technology we have given to the industrial partners, and they are also making lithium-ion for using electronic gadgets. All the types of cells are available, 1.5 ampere, above 50 ampere, above 100, we can use that for our even electric car also in the future. And another technology is supercapacitor. We'll have very high capacitance with very low voltage. That capacity thing also comes as a part of our what we can say spin-off technology. This also is being given to the industry for manufacturing. Next one, please. Now ISRO is for you. What are the things we are doing? A lot of new things are coming, and you can see government partners with 170 projects to use space technology. All the things are coming. Government ropes in ISRO for electric transportation system. Probably you'll be knowing. Even railways also benefiting. Each and every unmanned thing. When the rail is running, when it is stopping, all the information right now it is coming on system, and railways is getting benefited to us. Next one. And these are the various other applications what I have told. How we have helped during Kerala floods and gift to neighbors. We have launched as a start step for the neighbors. All other things is available here. Next one. Now, what I have seen is when normally a lot of students are also available, teachers, faculties, on all the people are available. We are having an institute called IIST. That is in ISRO, our space science technology, Naliamala, we have an university IIST. We are taking 130 students. We have to write the JEE exam. To that JEE exam, we are taking 120 students. We are having 3 branches, which will come the next slide. Apart from that, each and every year, we are taking technicians. The technicians, they have to study industrial training, ITA. That is, ITA they have to study. They can get part of our school. Only they have to write it, our exams and our skill test they have done. Technical aspect, all technical students, whoever study, they can get into this. And engineering students and science students, especially I want to stress here, not only engineering students are taken, even science students also taken for our ISRO. As scientists and engineers, they have to study MSc physics or chemistry or maths, whatever the may be subject, will always come on the screen. Apart from that, we are having options for taking people from even administration, all other accounts, all the people. It requires only a basic degree. All people can apply whenever our ISRO recruitment is interesting. So what we say is, what is the limit for this? Sky is the limit. That's what we put in the slide. Next one, please. This is the IIST what I have told. Somebody is trying to present, so it is getting disturbed. We are having IIST. We are having 40 students we are taking, and it is available there for our training. And I think I have next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah. Now we are having a very good space museum there. If you come to Trivandrum, we are having a very good space museum, and we can visit. Right now, some people are asking, why don't you put the virtual figures? Anyway, we will have the virtual figures of the space museum, and you can see it from your home. And we have a launch facility. We used to launch a small satellite called our RFR satellite, that is our sounding rocket, every month, and we have a facility for the people to visit. These are the various features available in Indian Space Research Organization, and these are the various possibilities to get into ISRO and get the benefits. Why I have touched this topic is common man, rightly taken by our Madam Shivadi with the right topic. ISRO is for not only for the people, each and everybody of the common man getting excited by this benefit. I think I have touched the point wherever I want to touch it. All the points have been covered, and some of the things what you want to ask can be in the form of a question, and it can be tailor-made by our people in SFR College, and you can post the question. I try to answer. I think I have touched the people through this thing. Now each and everybody, you have to go and see our ISRO site. We are having a lot of sites of ISRO. Each and every center in ISRO, we are having around 20 centers across the India. VSSC is in Trivandrum, IPRC that is in Mahendragiri, and we are having Sriharikota at the GSC we used to say, and we are having satellite center URSP at Bangalore, NRS at Hyderabad, space applications at Ahmedabad. A lot of small our application centers are available throughout India. All the information are available. All people are working cohesion for making the common people use of our space and technology. Thanks a lot. Now the time is for the question because we have come up around the 7 to 8 minutes we are having. We can have a question and answer. Over to Shankari for making the question for our question and answer.
Sir, good morning, sir. Myself, Bhamini from the Department of Computer Applications. Can you hear me, sir? Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead, madam. Very well.
Sir, whether we can able to have a field visit for our faculty, students, whether it is permitted?
True, madam. What we are having is, we are having two types of things. One is we are having space museum available in our Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. We are having it, and you can come and you can visit at any time. Maybe after this our corona
lockdown. Yes, sir.
The second thing is for the launch. We are having around 1,500 people we are taking for the launch to witness the launch by your own eye. We will be asked you to sit around 10 kilometers away, and you have to register it. It will be open after T-5 days. That is 5 days before the launch. You have to register it. So you have to make your own arrangement to come there during the launch. PSLV will be launched in the early morning. PSLV will launch in the evening. So the time will be given. You have to come by your own way. Arrangements will be made. So you have to sit in the gallery and you can watch your naked eye the lifting of the launch. This has started from 4-5 launches. It is possible.
To whom we can able to contact, sir? Whether any possibility?
Yeah, what you have to do is, this is coming in online only because we are not taking anything on the thing. You can just contact. I will also give the information so that you can online registration can take it. When before the launch of 5 days, this portal will be open. This is having a hectic booking. I have seen a lot of people are interested in coming in, witnessing our launch.
Sir, whether any project is being permitted for students, final year students?
Right now we have stopped with a small thing, but right now we are not taking the project students outside. Only we are giving very close relatives. Only we are giving. Maybe after time it is possible.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you, sir.
So good morning, sir. I am student of Central University of Jharkhand. I am doing my MSc in Environmental Sciences. Can an environmental science student join ISRO?
True. What is happening is the requirements is basically for our project of maths, physics, chemistry. But your science, what you are telling maybe, if it is related with these three subjects, you can always very well in your thing and you can appear for it. But specifically questions will be asked. What are the requirements and what your area is? Once it is available in the net, you can apply it. Always science is the required thing, it is possible. But only thing you have to wait for your chance to come in the recruitment.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
The other question is what are the challenges to be revolved towards antenna for space communication? What we are doing is towards antenna, we are having very powerful things. Antenna is put in the satellite as well as antenna is put in our ground station because we are having a lot of radars available in the thing for tracking the satellite. We are having two things. One is at ISRO tracking center. ISRO tracking center is available at our Bangalore and they are tracking the IRS. And if you want to have this communication, suppose you want this communication, this tracking center will provide all the data. The antenna is a very powerful antenna. If you take antennas, it's a dish, very big dish, it is available for tracking the satellite.
Hello, sir. This is
Yeah.
Sankita Naku from Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
I want to become an astronaut, sir. Now I am PG student in physics. So how do I start career in astronaut, sir? Is any chance to ISRO starting career the astronauts?
Yeah, very good question because right now the government has allotted our Gaganyaan project. Probably everybody will know Gaganyaan. So now we have selected 4 astronauts and they are undergoing training at Russia because the facility what we want a 0G facility. Facility available in elsewhere our part of this, our Russia, and they are there. When you become you want to become an astronaut, the selection will be based on your fitness, physical fitness as well as the mental fitness. When you try, have you ever been traveled to an aeroplane? You can see how our body gets accelerated when air packet is coming. You can feel that thing. So when you become first an Air Force man, we are having Air Force. Air Force is the thing. We are traveling in very high Mach speed. We are traveling in mid. We are traveling very high speed of our Air Force. We are having lot of aeroplanes. So when you become part of this Air Force, automatically your body will be trained for having all the things. You take all the astronaut history. Even the first person who has gone, Yuri Gagarin, he is from an Air Force person. And even if you take the first woman, Valentina, she is also an Air Force woman. So first you get into the Air Force, study fully related with our rocketry and the science of the satellite. Automatically you can become an astronaut one day. Your dream will come true. My best wishes.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Anything else? Now, one person has asked a question. Have you ever met Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir? Which share the experience on working with him? Sir, I have joined ISRO in 1988, but before that itself Kalam sir has joined our DRDO. But I happened to meet him twice in our launch control system. Such a vibrant person, such a person which is radiating from his body we cannot see. The true soul, what we have to see is Kalam sir has done a lot of things for us because he is the first project director for SLT. I could not able to work under him, but he asked a question to me which I can tell some of the answers to him. Such a short man, such a people still living. I can say that he is the father of our rocketry system. Still he is living with us as in the form of rocket, as in the form of so many things to us. His blessings and wishes are always with us. So this question is a nice question. I thank the people for asking this question. Yeah, anybody else? I think most of the questions I have answered, how we have to get into ISRO and how people are doing it. One person has asked how is COVID affect ISRO activities, like COVID virus tracker developed by ISRO. Maybe COVID has affected not only ISRO, and everybody, common man also. How to track it? Maybe a system will come. How we are tracking can be done because it is inside the body. How to track it will be developed. Maybe sometime it will be done. So a lot of questions has come. I thank for giving all the questions. Even I will allocate another 2 more questions directly from the people whoever interested.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, Kumar from Sir, I want to know how to procure the satellite imageries for research purpose.
Yeah, research purpose, what you have to do is you have to get into our Bhuvan. I have put a site called Bhuvan, geospatial. So you have to contact Bhuvan, and Bhuvan will provide from NRSC Hyderabad. They will provide the data because if it is private, you have to have proper communication where we are going to use. If it is for the public domain, there are also some procedures and principles are there. You can get all the data from Bhuvan, from NRSC, National Remote Sensing Satellite, and that is center at Hyderabad. Thank you, sir. Thanks. Any other questions, madam? So I expect a lot of new things is going to come for this world to face. Because now we might have seen a lot of people, astronauts are there in the International Space Station. A lot of researchers are going. Now a lot of new questions are asked whether we have life outside our solar system or outside our planet. A lot of new things, inventions are going on coming. Similarly, when we will go to Mars, that also it is the questions are being asked. Mars we will be going one day because already a lot of people in Earth are trying to reach other planets. Moon is one of the things which is very near, and Mars is the next thing we are going to go and visit it. And what are things available in it also we will theme so that we will get how the solar system is formed and what for it is formed and how it will be useful for the system. So all the questions will be answered. Each and everybody, I thank for giving a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity to share my thoughts. I thank each and everybody to be part of our system for ISRO. We always take ISRO case and ask a lot of questions to us. And with this thing, I will conclude my presentation and question answers. I will take to Sivadevi Madam for the conclusion of this webinar.
Thank you very much for your nice session, sir. Very nice. Thank you very much on behalf of our management, principal, and students, and the participants. Sivakasi?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. I like to thank the management, principal, HOD, faculties, and the organizing team, participants for conducting this webinar in a successful manner. Once again, I thanking you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.